How do we discover and embody our true self? It takes work, only a lifetime though, to be fully congruent with who we are, aligned with who we project who we are. We learn to lose touch with ourselves as we grow up into adulthood. One of life's greatest opportunities, though, is fully reconnecting with yourself and your true essence. Outside influences such as your environment, school, and people in your circle affect and shape you. Collectively, this can cause you to drift away from your true authentic self. We are unique individuals who learn to conform and fit in because we have a need to belong and be accepted. All too often, the result is our voice is silenced and we doubt ourselves. When we reconnect to our genuine, actual self, we increase our confidence and self-love. It's hard to be confident or fully accepting yourself when you don't feel connected to your authentic self. When we see life on a continuum, we don't think in terms of polar opposites. Most of life is somewhere in the middle, shades of gray for example, rather than clearly black or white. Yin-yang is seen as parts of the whole experience. Here is a quote by Bruce Lee on this subject. The common mistake most people make is to identify this yin-yang symbol, Tai Chi, as dualistic. That is, yang being the opposite of yin and vice versa. As long as we separate this oneness into two, we won't achieve realization. Actually, all things have their complementary part. It is only in the human mind and his perception that they are being separated into opposites. Bruce Lee talks a lot about water. If we look at water, rarely do we only interact with it on the extremes of boiling or ice. Most of us drink water somewhere on the continuum between extreme hot or extreme cold. Maybe we prefer it slightly colder to drink, but slightly warmer when we take a shower. Yes, we do sometimes use ice or boiling water, but not most of the time. What does this mean for you and me? Rarely do we experience one end of life without some mixture of the other end of the spectrum. Think of your most joyful moments. The other end of the continuum of joy is misery. When you reflect on joyful moments, they were interconnected with moments of difficulty, challenge, or outright misery. When you graduated from high school or college, embedded in that joyful moment were many obstacles and struggles, moments that were not completely joyful. Could we experience the joy of graduation if we are unwilling to experience other parts of the joy-misery continuum? Bruce Lee writes, "In the yin-yang symbol, there is a white spot on the black part and a black spot on the white one. This is to illustrate the balance in life, for nothing can survive long by going to either extremes, be it negativeness or positiveness." Bruce Lee also gives us a practical example to understand this concept when he stated, "The oneness of yin-yang is necessary in life. If a person riding a bicycle wishes to go somewhere, he cannot pump on both the pedals at the same time or not pumping on them at all. In order to move forward, he has to pump one pedal and release the other. So the movement of going forward requires this oneness of pumping and releasing. Pumping then is a result of releasing and vice versa, each being the cause of the other. When we desire success, we cannot achieve it without experiencing the other points on the success-failure continuum. To avoid or eliminate failure completely is also to negate the possibility of sustained success. If you look at waves on the ocean, they are both moving forward and backwards, coming in and going out. This interconnectedness cannot be separated, just like success and failure. To become who we truly are capable of, we must embrace the full continuum and not limit experiences we deem as negative, unfortunate, or unwanted. Doing so limits our potential to experience positive, fortunate, and desired outcomes. Ultimately, this impacts who we become by opening ourselves to the full range of the continuum. Could an experience be both exhilarating and scary? For example, could a move to a new location be exciting for all the opportunities it avails while at the same time being daunting? Bruce Lee promoted the idea that these are complementary and interconnected. In fact, you can't see the whole picture unless these work together to create completeness. Integrity is a byproduct of wholeness. A person with integrity is in a state of wholeness. You haven't divided or separated yourself, but embraced the whole continuum of yin-yang. When a person resists, ignores, or is unaware of half of the continuum, they will likely struggle to reach their goal or become a fully self-actualized person because they are out of balance, only understanding and experiencing half the process. When they realize the critical interchange between both elements, they can find balance. From a position of balance, we can experience peace and harmony. Living life in harmony makes it easier for us to embody our true self. We realize that life is best experienced through a balanced perspective of yin-yang. Otherwise, we have a skewed or limited view of ourselves and all of life's experiences. One should be in harmony with, not in opposition to, the strength and force of the opposition. Bruce Lee. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Have a great week.